So this is kind of like the central hub of all my settlements where everyone goes to trade. And I did it that way because I wanted Starlight Drive-In to have a lot of traffic going in and out because it was like connected to roads. It's huge. It's got a lot of space. So, I mean, I can show you guys that real quick. It's one of my favorite ones. Probably spent the most time building at this one than any other one. Yeah. But that's because I got really into it. I might have overdone it. Alright, we're gonna start at the end. Oh, whoops. What's going on here? I see him. Oh, Codsworth finished him off.
Gotta be something of value on it.
So you can see all the foot traffic that comes into the camp. All the traders.
Don't much care for good neighbor.
And then this is the entrance. This is the first guard station. It was a billboard to start out with, but I built off of it.
Farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
And then,
Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
well, that entrance is kind of blocked. I'll start over here. So this is a small store area, and I made it a ghoul couple. So
You work to eat. It's as simple as that.
there he is, and his partner's somewhere around here. But yeah, I made it a ghoul couple that runs a store and has a little small farm on the side. And I set up the display case. And then during the daytime they hang out back here and they sell stuff. It's just one of the little stores I can visit. It's kind of cool. I'm just making sure I don't have a fusion core in there. So that was the first guard station in the front store. And then make your way into here. This is kind of like the restaurant hangout.
You know what I call a good
And
day?
everyone goes through here to get to the front. So there's a lot of traffic in here. And then we'll start over here. We have a double-decker house, which is probably one of the most customized structures I've built from scratch. And one of the walls is a busted gate that took some doing. And it was the gate was already here in the settlement, so I just built around the gate. And that's this little house. And then there's an upstairs. The downstairs is for rent. And yeah, just decorated this area up as best I could. Got a kitty picture. It is incredibly fun. I have a lot of fun with it, especially when you start learning some of the deeper game mechanics and how to... A lot of it is how to build, and I'm going to show you guys that in just a little bit because there's some tricks, and I'm going to show you at least one of them, my favorite trick at least, because it's going to allow you guys to do things like this, where normally these structures wouldn't snap together, but with this trick you can do basically whatever you want. And that brings me to over here. So this is a store, but it wasn't a store to begin with. The bar that's here, and the vendor over here, that's a weapons vendor. These are the actual stores that you can build in the build menu here. So here's the weapons one, but typically you wouldn't be able to just put the weapons store into this this structure. It just doesn't work. It doesn't snap. So I'm going to show you tricks on how you can guys kind of see how it's outlined there. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to get stores and stuff like that into structures like this. And if you do it just right, it lines up in the back, which is pretty important, especially if you want to set stuff on the shelves over there. And people actually go to the store once you assign them, and they stand there on the inside and they sell stuff from the window. So you can just walk up,
Coming in pretty
talk to the
good.
settler, and
Hey,
You look like someone that needs a drink.
they sell you stuff from the bar.
I don't need anything.
Whatever you want. Got a dangerous look about you.
So that's probably one of my favorite things about this settlement is the fact that I was able to get the stores into here. So during the daytime, there's actually 2 vendors in here selling stuff, and I may try and get a 3rd store in here, but I haven't yet.
Want to smash something?
Nuka-Cola's the only thing I can drink that wakes me up. Otherwise, it's all.
And then this shed was already here, but I'm a fan of taking these little defense stations, these little guard posts, and putting them up in the air with the building trick that I'm going to show you guys actually next to one of these guys, and then I use the Raider spikes to make it look like it has support in the front. I sometimes drop a turret below it for extra defense, and then I build a staircase and all that good stuff. So people come up here, they man the defense station, and they got the high ground. This is my Mirelurk farm. There was a busted car here, and so I put a little fence here. I added the eggs. I added the light that's powered off of the water purifiers. And yeah, the water purifiers provide me with income for the camp so that I can buy stuff. I just stop by here and pick up the water that the settlers drop off in the workshop. And then got little caution signs here, so when these guys hatch, the fence forces them into here. I know they're not actually going to hatch, but you know, just for aesthetics, when they hatch, they have to come down here, and then they get raised up in here in the excess purified water, and then they go to market.
Humans
It's
are
kind of dark,
funny.
but that's the idea. But yeah, and then making this the central hub, I have a bunch of traffic here, so it looks like a really busy settlement all the time. So it's one of my favorite places to hang out in the game. But we're pretty maxed out on settlement space here, so adding a store or 2 might be a pain, but we'll get it done. And then that's about it for this settlement. We're done. No more room.